Boom shakalaka, with Bitcoin price continuing to plummet. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the real reason behind this, plus some other very interesting charts. You definitely want to stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at why Bitcoin price is plummeting, the real reason behind it. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love, where every day we share some of the best charts in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Just push that like button. Let's try and get to 1,000 likes in this video. Now, today we are even in more extreme fear at 20, lower than we've been for the past week. And as the price continues to plummet, people get more fearful. Now, this can be a good buying opportunity. If you stay tuned to it later on in the episode, you might see why. But if you're just going to be fearful, then that's your privilege, you know? So, the whole market down 2.5% today. Bitcoin at 38,678, Ethereum at 28.30, BNB at 398, Solana at $94, XRP 62 cents, Terra Luna $85, Cardano 81 cents, and Terra USD doesn't count. So, Doge 13 cents. And if you want to know the top coins today to pick out to hold to just do better than holding Bitcoin alone, well, the coins today on KuCoin, up 612%, would be One Ledger, Kyber Network Crystal, Kava, Constellation, and Meter Governance. And if you want to check this out for yourself, add some low caps for higher risk but potentially much higher reward, there is a discounted link down in the description. And if you're looking for some more cryptocurrency content, like let's say you have some time on your hands when you're driving to work, or maybe when you're working and you want to listen to some good crypto stuff, check out the Not Crypto Advice podcast. I will put a link down in the description. It's pretty good stuff, very high quality podcast, good informational stuff, really good for crypto noobs. So sending your family there so they can listen to it. Now, that being said, Bitcoin has been on this downtrend since the end of March. It's been a month now. We've been on this downtrend. We pretty much went from the top of this bullish trend we've been in to the bottom in a month. Shockingly, in April, one of the historically the best months for Bitcoin, we had abysmal Bitcoin performance. And it looks like we're having this wedge here, going to have a breakout by about May 11th. Now, the rhetoric in traditional markets is sell in May, go away. Potentially, we could have price break down, but we may also have price break up. Right now, a lot of people are hurting. About a third of Bitcoin circulating supply is in profit. That means two-thirds is in profit. A third is sitting in loss. So a third of the people who have bought Bitcoin are holding it at a loss. Good for you. That's how you hodl. That's how you get some big boy pants. If we take a look, though, at Bitcoin compared with pretty much everything else since the pandemic era, well, Bitcoin's been one of the biggest growers out there. The next most common thing would be like tech stocks, and then S&P, and then non-profitable tech, bonds, SPSE, all of that stuff. So Bitcoin's been holding its own. It's been doing pretty well despite everything else kind of crashing around the world. But here's a chart that maybe many people aren't taking a look at. So we're just going to sit around and ignore the massive triple top forming on DXY weekly. We can see top 1, top 2, top 3. Historically, Bitcoin is inversely correlated to DXY. So as DXY goes up, Bitcoin price goes down. As DXY goes down, Bitcoin price goes up. Which brings us to another chart. Historically, Bitcoin price is correlated with hash rate. As we can see here, look at this. Bitcoin price and hash rate both dropped when all the miners had to leave China. And then it starts going back up. Hash rate has just been continuing to increase to all-time highs. However, the price is not following. This is what we call a divergence. And divergences eventually equal themselves out. If we take a look at this chart here, revisiting Bitcoin super cycles, we can see the KST indicator as a buy zone and the divergence indicator as a sell zone. Well, we just recently had another buy signal after the sell signal that was the top, pretty much the Pi cycle top. And you can see previously, it's been pretty darn accurate for buys and sells. So right now, it looks like we're putting in the bottom for the super cycle that could send Bitcoin to the hundreds of thousands of dollars if you're patient. Historically, we're in a good position to accumulate with the 90-day coin destroyed line. Every time there's an inflection of it, well, that's a pretty good buying opportunity for Bitcoin. You pretty much get to buy Bitcoin at the best times. Now, it doesn't mean that the price rockets upwards immediately, but this is when smart money buys, when nobody's talking about it, when people are like, oh yeah, Bitcoin, died, didn't it? That like crashed like 50%. Gosh, that's the time you want to buy. This chart also, the sum coin age distribution, 12 to 18 months. We can see historically when we had these peaks, well, that was pretty much the bottom. Great buy opportunity. Peak. Great buy opportunity. Peak. Well, could that be a great buy opportunity? I will leave that up to you, because the Grand Master himself, Willy Woo, he says Bitcoin price is sideways because Wall Street is selling futures contracts in a macro risk-off trade. Meanwhile, institutional money is scooping up spot Bitcoin at peak rates and moving to cold storage. That's right. They're selling Bitcoin futures to drop the price so they can buy it, take it off exchanges, put it in cold storage, because they know eventually the price is going to come up dramatically. He goes on to say, it's time like these that I remember the Q4 2020 supply shock squeeze, when Bitcoin price went from $10,000 to $65,000 over the course of a few months. Very, very likely to happen, because, like I said, guys, you got to be patient. You got to put on your big boy hodl pants and just ride it out, even if the price goes down a little bit more, because here's what we have to come. We have this supply shock squeeze coming. Not only that, we have taking a look at, I know Bitcoin's gotten mass adoption this year, but really this is the tip of the iceberg. If we take a look at really the percent of the global population using Bitcoin, we're right here. We have not even hit that exponential growth curve when Bitcoin goes into the hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars per Bitcoin. And if this graph doesn't do it for you, there's another one right here that shows it. Number of Bitcoin countries, 2. Number of non-Bitcoin countries, 193. Bitcoin population, 12.5 million. Non-Bitcoin population, 7.7 billion. So if you guys think you're in late, maybe you missed it, maybe 70,000 was the top and it'll never happen again, I just want to say, check the scoreboard. So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us over on Twitter. Check out Token Measures for yourself, and also check out the Not Crypto Advice podcast. Links down in the description. I will catch you guys later. Love you. Peace.